Hey, what's up guys? In today's lesson we're learning Take My Breath by The Weeknd. Now this song is like most Weeknd songs, mostly played on electronic instruments. There is a guitar part in there, but it's very in the background, and it's very simple and sort of the same thing over the whole song. So I'm going to be teaching that guitar part, but then after I'm actually going to be teaching an acoustic version that covers all the chords and will really sound a lot better if you're just playing this by yourself. So our guitar part from the song sounds like this. So I've got a bit of delay on the sound there. In the actual song there is sort of a phaser effect as well. It's really sweeping through all the frequencies. Listen to the song and you'll sort of understand what I mean. Not actually changing the note, just changing the sound of the note. I don't have that on at the moment just because it sort of gets in the way of the actual notes when I'm teaching. So we're going to start on a C note, so the 5th string, 3rd fret. And what we're doing is we're actually just doing two little picks on the and of each beat. So what I mean by that is we're counting 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and breaking each beat up into four sections. And we're just going to play those notes on the 3rd and 4th sections. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and... Now that gets really tricky to do up to speed when you're doing it sort of freehand, just focusing on those notes. So what I actually do is pick all those subdivisions, but I actually only play the note on the last two, and that really makes those stand out. So do that for 2 bars or 8 beats. Then we move on to an A flat note. So now a 6th string on the 4th fret and doing the same rhythm. And the verses are pretty much just those two notes over and over and over and over and over. Then we move into a pre-chorus, and this time instead of going from the C to the A flat, we're going to go from a B flat to the C. So now 1st fret, 5th string, back to that C. Except the last time, just before we go into the chorus on that Take My Breath, we're actually going to go from the B flat to a G, so the 3rd fret, 6th string, and do a bit of a pause before we move into the chorus. And in the chorus, we just go back to that first guitar part again. It's really just those two guitar parts, super simple as I said. Now what you can actually do in the chorus as well, and this is what the chords do, instead of just going from the C straight to the A flat, you can actually pop the B flat in between. So it'll sound like this. And that's going to follow the movement of the rest of the instruments a little bit more closely. Now there is a bridge later on in the song where the chords do change up a little bit. Now there's no actual guitar part in this bit, but if you wanted to follow along anyway, you're going to be on that C for 8 beats. A flat for 4, then back to the G for 4. Then just back into the chorus and end on that. Alright, so that's the actual guitar part from the song. Now I'm going to teach you an acoustic version, which is going to sound a lot better when you're playing it by yourself. It's going to be the same chord movement, but what we're going to do now is actually do full open chords, and we're going to change up the actual rhythm of it a little bit as well. So I've got a capo on the 1st fret here, and that's just to avoid any bar chords. Our first chord is going to be a B minor. So your 1st finger, 1st string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger up on the 4th string, 4th fret, and your 4th finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Now the strumming pattern you do here isn't super important because obviously there's no actual strumming pattern in the song. Try to do something that follows along with the actual rhythm of the instruments in the song though, because we already know that's going to fit in with the vocal part. Now if you're not listening to the song at the same time, just sing along and see if you can figure out something that's going to fit with that vocal part. I'm going to do something like this. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we're going to move to a G. So your 1st finger on the 5th string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger 6th string 3rd fret, 3rd finger 2nd string 3rd fret, and your 4th finger on the 1st string 4th fret. So your 4-finger G. Doing the same string pattern. the verse part, just moving between those two chords over and over and over. Now I should mention in the intro, we're actually just going to stay on that B minor chord basically until the singing comes in. Then we move into a pre-chorus. I'm going to start on an A. So your first finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. Second finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then your third finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret. Same strum pattern, but only once instead of twice this time. Back to the B minor. Now the last time, just before we go into the actual chorus, we're actually going to go to an F sharp chord. So for our F sharp, we're going to put our first finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Second finger, 3rd string, 3rd fret. Third finger up on the 5th string, 4th fret, and then your 4th finger just below that on the 4th string, 4th fret. So exactly the same shape as that B minor, but everything's moved up one string. Now the other thing I'm doing here is actually muting that first string with my first finger. So it's pressing down on the 2nd string, but just angled down a bit so it's touching, but not pressing down the 1st string as well. So you get this noise, and then when you strum, you're not going to hear it at all. Then moving to the chorus, which, as we talked about earlier, is exactly the same chord movement as the verse guitar part, but when we're moving from the B minor to the G, we're going to pop that A in between as well. So the B minor to the G, but just with that A in between for one strum. Then we go back into the verse. Now for the bridge, we're going to be on the B minor for 2 bars or 8 beats, the G for 1 bar or 4 beats, then go into the F sharp for 1 bar or 4 beats. Back into the chorus, and then we end on that. And there we go, guys. That's Take My Breath by The Weeknd. Both the actual guitar part from the song and an acoustic version that's really great if it's just you on guitar. Have any questions or comments, pop them in the comment section below. Any requests, pop them down there too. I really try to get to all of them. If you like this guitar tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe. I have new lessons coming out each fortnight and it really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Sam. I'll see you next time.